YouTube, what's going on? Matt Frazier here with another vlog for you. And got some interesting comments from the last couple of vlogs that I did. The nicest one was that, Matt, you really have a face for radio. Thanks. All right, well, we can't all look like Matt Damon, can we? So, how's everybody doing today? I had to cut the last vlog I did to the cutting room floor because I was chewing gum. I didn't like the way that looked. Um, but anyway, let's talk about things that matter, as I promised you at the very beginning. That's what we'd be talking about, things that matter in the world. And today we're going to talk about annual physicals at the doctor's office. I had one today, and it did not go as I had hoped. Let me elaborate on that because I want to get something off my chest today. That, yeah. So every year I get an annual physical. This year is no different. And my doctor, the venerable, I don't know what venerable means, but he's venerable. Venerable Dr. Dawkins. Really cool dude. Good guy. Bright man. So he's the one that's doing my physical this year, and everything's going according to plan. Everything's fine. Excuse me. And he decides that, so we get to the point where we get to the prostate check. And if you don't know how a prostate check is administered, I suggest you Google it because I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to dummy down for my audience. So we get to the prostate check, and I say, look, Dr. Dawkins. I call him Dr. D. Dr. D, gotta do me a favor. Prostate check. Let's take a pass this year. We did one. I did one last year with Dr. Schlitt, and our relationship has never it's never been the same ever since. And I'm 35. Do we really need to do this? And his response really threw me for a loop. He said, quizzically, prostate check. Matt, our office doesn't hand those out till you're at least 40. Yeah. Well then. I'm still at a loss for words on that one. Let's talk about something else that's maybe lighter in nature, because I might have to go to a therapist for that last talk. Manners. Specifically, when you bump into someone, what are you supposed to say? Excuse me. Say, excuse me. Someone bumped into me last night and they said, excuse you. Excuse me? You're the one that bumped into me. Shouldn't you be excusing yourself? Why should I be excused? You did the bump. You bumped. I didn't bump. You bumped. And the thing was that she didn't say it like, she didn't have an attitude or anything. She just said, excuse you. Like she was being polite. Like she was the polite one in this interaction. Excuse you. How is that being polite? How is that good manners? I mean, this had to have been a learned behavior that someone taught her. I mean, it wasn't like, excuse you. It wasn't like, yo, dog, excuse you. It wasn't like, excuse you. It was, excuse you. Said very politely. I wasn't really happy about that interaction. I was always taught, excuse me. You bump into somebody, excuse me. But she said, excuse you. And that hasn't been sitting well with me ever since. So, on that note, I guess I could end off by saying, excuse you.